And now when I bend over and actually try to touch my toes, I actually don't feel any pain going down to my spine or my back. So I think the problem is my posture and being able to stand straight.
Couldn't have said it better myself. He's been listening. Hello, Dr. Thayer here. I'm with Jesus. Jesus is a chronic work comp guy. He was in a work comp accident back in 2011 and one in 2017. The first one kind of resolved itself because it wasn't that big a deal. Second one, he was lifting a couch, threw his back out, never really recovered. I mean, he just was in pain the whole time. He went to a shitload of physical therapy visits. They just kept sending him to physical therapy. How was the physical therapy?
Garbage.
Garbage, okay. And then he also went to a chiropractor. How was the chiropractor?
Garbage.
Gotcha. And so he also had epidural injections. How many did you have of those?
4.
And how'd those help?
No.
Yeah.
At all.
And so he actually closed his case. Now the interesting thing about him is that he had seizures ever since he was a kid.
Yeah.
He's on anti-seizure medication ever since he was a kid, way before this all happened. So that tells me that he had some kind of problems when he was very young. Neurologic problems, tingling in his hands, headaches, how are your headaches?
Really bad. They don't stop. It's throughout the day. They trigger from my forehead or sometimes in the back of my head. It's just constant.
Yeah. Feet pain.
Yeah, a lot of feet pain, foot pain.
How many years?
For like about 8 years.
Gotcha. About 8 years. Now take a deep breath. You can see him shake, guys. Shortness of breath, pretty bad, right?
Shortness of breath, yeah.
Yeah. Has trouble breathing. Sleep. Tell us about your sleep.
My sleep's been really off. Even before I got injured, maybe since I was in high school, I'll get 7-8 hours of sleep, but yeah, I still feel really tired.
Lightheadedness or dizziness.
When I'm exposed to, even when it's 85, 90 degrees outside, and I live in Fresno, so it gets really hot down there, and I get really bad headaches, really dizziness, and really.
And the ring in the ears too. The right ear is worse than the left.
No, I have also throughout the years of waiting and holding back, I also developed brain fog.
That's right. Yeah.
I noticed that like I'm here, but then at the same time I feel like I'm not. I feel like I'm just daydreaming.
So Jesus, tell us what's going on. How's things been here?
Well, things have been getting better. It's been like a progress. It's been going really slow, but. Since the first adjustment,
going really slow. It's only been 5 days, guys.
Yeah, the pain ever since I had that first adjustment, I feel like that the pain on my upper neck and on top of my head, it's gone. I haven't had a really bad headache this whole week.
When's the last time you had no headaches? You had headaches every day before.
Oh yeah, it was every day.
When's the last time you had 5 days of no headaches?
Since you adjusted me the first.
No, I mean, yeah, God. I always complain about logic in this, that when people talk to me, like logically, I go, yes, the last 5 days you've had no headache. But before that...
Before that, it was every day.
I know, but when's the last time you had that many days off of a headache?
Oh, how long? Shoot, it's probably been like 2 years.
Yeah. So, first time he's had headache pain relief in years, right?
Years.
Gotcha,
Yeah.
good. So go ahead.
Also, I would get this along with my shoulder.
Since you adjusted me, I have no headache. Okay, I got that.
Yeah,
That's funny.
When I would get a really bad upper back pain, I would also have pain radiate to my right hand, and that pain's gone.
Gotcha.
My hand feels good. As far as my mid-low back, the pain is still there, but it's minor. It's not as bad as where I have to self-adjust myself. I haven't been self-adjusting my neck or my back, and I'm starting to feel the difference.
Gotcha. On a scale, on a percentage scale, how much better are you now since Monday we saw you?
I'm at least 50% better.
Gotcha. And so you were on a work comp for how long? This last one, 2017, right? 2 years?
Right, 2 years straight.
Yeah. And so you're the one who saw all those physical therapy visits, right?
Yeah.
All those that one chiropractor, MRIs and medical doctors and epidurals. Yeah. How does this compare to all the work comp crap you've been through?
You can't compare. It's real different. I feel like all they were doing was just blocking the symptoms with medications, stretches. I feel like my body is actually changing. Like I'll catch myself like with no pain, and it's just like a surprise to my head. It's like my head has trouble believing that.
Exactly.
That I feel
and this is because it's happened so quick here, guys. It happens so freaking quick that people actually don't believe that they're getting better. Yeah. And he just like, oh, this is wrong. What does this feel like? And they think it's a weird thing to actually feel no pain. So That's awesome. So constipation, any constipation different? Bloating, the bloating thing?
The bloating did go down a bit. I notice after I eat a meal, I don't feel as gassy.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and I'm starting to go to the restroom 3 or 4 times a day now.
3 or 4 times a day?
Now, before it was once, or max was at least twice.
He goes more than me. Okay, so what about, that's too much information for you guys, I'm sure. Heartburn.
My heartburn, I felt some heartburn today, but overall it went down as well.
Again, how much better is the heartburn since we started?
Like at least 40% better.
Yeah. How about your feet, dude?
My feet, there's rarely any pain, honestly. It's more of like a fatigue, and also my legs, they feel tired and fatigued. But as far as like the sciatica nerve and like the pain I would get really bad where I have to limp sometimes, that went away.
You came here because of why? Why did you travel this far to come see me? What was the number one thing? What you were like, I can't stand this anymore. What was it?
I just couldn't stand the whole worker comp system.
Yeah, no, but what the pain? Which is the exact? The sciatica was the pain, or is the neck pain?
It was the upper back and neck pain that was killing me.
That was killing you, and you came here because of that, right?
Yeah.
And so, 50% better in 5
days. Yeah.
And he was on a work comp case for 2 years. So, anyways, that should tell you guys something. Okay, so sleep. How's our sleep been?
The sleep, it's been better.
Okay.
I feel really relaxed and like a good tired after an adjustment. I take a nap, like a 40-minute nap. And,
how much better is your sleep since we started? Percentage-wise?
Percentage, it's at least 60%
Gotcha.
better.
Your right knee. How about your right knee too?
My right knee pain went down too. When I walk a lot, the pain, I would have pain right here around, and it honestly went down a lot. Yes. My calves still get a little tired, but as far as my knees, I feel like stronger. They feel much stronger.
The other day on Wednesday, what did I make you do? We were walking down the hall. You said your legs were weak. What was wrong with your legs when we I had the wrong shoes.
Wrong shoes.
So I was adjusting, and he was doing better, right? When you walked in the hall, you go, "What did you tell me?" We do a lot of gait evaluation, you guys.
He made me take off my shoes and walk barefoot, and I felt the difference. I felt much less pressure on my feet themselves and my upper legs as well.
Yeah. So he was walking with crappy shoes, and those shoes were killing him because they were so crappy. So I told him to walk barefoot, and all the pain went away.
Yeah.
So we made him get new shoes, guys, and so you can take a look at the shoes. Put the shoes up on here and take a videotape of these things. Everybody's gonna want to be like. So we recommend these New Balance ones, these 1540 V2s, and put your foot like this. Put your foot like this. Oh, yeah, like that. And you see how they're all flat. There's no arch support here. There's no arch torsion bar in here. And the reason we like these guys is because we want them flat. We want a good foam. We don't want memory foam. No memory foam. No soft shoes. We want something that's stable, hard on the ground. And so he went and got them right away. And all that leg stuff's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Anything else you want to add?
The brain fog's getting a little better. When I would wake up, even after like the times that I could take a 6-7 hour sleep night, I would still wake up with a lot of tension and a lot of forehead pain behind my eyes as well. And now when I wake up, I feel like I'm actually getting the rest now, and the brain fog's clear.
And the brain fog, you concentrate more.
Yeah, I actually concentrate better.
If you guys rewind this to the first video and listen to what he was talking about, he mumbled a little bit. He wasn't quite as focused, and you could see how much better. If you look into his eyes, he's much more focused, and you can see it getting better before our eyes. So thank you for that.
No, I have also throughout the years of waiting and holding back, I also developed brain fog.
That's right. Yeah.
I noticed that, you know.
Anything else?
No.
Okay. Go ahead and lay on the back, please. Good. Nice. So. Good. Nice. Okay. So that's Jesus' story so far. He's doing wonderful. I mean, he's been under 2 work comp cases, 2011, 2017. Horrible results. So bad results that he was in so much pain, he even shut his case down so he could come down here and get treated, because he was like, this is going nowhere. And so, yeah. It's true. Yeah. So I encourage anybody in work comp just to be, you can't get treated here. You can't come here unless you're off these cases, because I can't get in mixed to that. So being in them is just going nowhere. So get off, come down here and get better. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Be much better today. He'll kind of tell you what's going on. But I thought the funny story, and I want you to start with this story about your girlfriend came into town yesterday or the day before and told you that she saw some difference in you. So start with that story, and then tell us how things are going there.
Okay. Yeah. So when my girlfriend, when we were back in the room, she noticed that that I looked much straighter, that I had a brighter look on my face, and when I turned around and she saw my back, because she would always rub my back, and she started feeling my back, and she noticed that my muscles were less swollen. And
she hadn't seen you for 2 weeks. She just came in, didn't fly, and drove down, and because they're spending some time down here, so she hadn't seen you for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So it was a big difference here. So anything else you was gonna say?
She also told me that my shoulders are starting to look down. She's seen that we're working on my posture, and overall with this experience, I did well. Right now, I still have some pain in the areas that we talked about in the beginning, but the pain did go down a lot. It's not bothering me to where like it drains me out mentally. I felt like I'll just sit there and think about my pain and just sit there and just have these really bad migraines. The only thing that I really am still having bothering some is with my shoulders. My shoulders, the very sharp pain that I would feel on the right side went down a lot. I really don't feel it as much since the very first few days of adjustments. My mid-low back nerve pain is almost gone. I just feel a very small heat sensation there. And now when I bend over and actually try to touch my toes, I actually don't feel any pain going down to my spine or my back. So I think the problem is my posture and being able to stand straight.
Couldn't have said it better myself. He's been listening.
I feel calmer. I still struggle with some overthinking. I just feel like I have some issues like mentally working with my anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes I do get a little paranoid. Now that I feel better, now I'm a little scared to do things here and there.
Yeah. He's been a little bit too much inside his own mind when he's learning this stuff, and that's type A personalities that come here. They try to do too much, and so that's very apparent with him. And so now we've taught him a ton of stuff, and now we're like, fucking relax. So there's a little bit of other things that have to go on. And I told him, I go, this is 6 months of work that we're cramming into 2 weeks. So he's done remarkably well. We've changed his life, and I think we've changed life forever. Anything else you want to add, sir?
No, well, just one more thing, that I feel like, that I still need some work, so maybe in the future, I'll most likely see if I come back for another week.
Shortness of breath, how about your shortness of breath? Breathing.
I still have like some trouble working with my breathing patterns, but I feel like my chest doesn't feel like as compressed because I felt like I was putting a lot of weight on my chest, so now I feel like I'm catching better breaths little by little.
So we've adjusted his mid-neck, we've adjusted his lower neck, we've adjusted his atlas. When we work on his atlas, he seems to have not as good of a reaction, so we're going to adjust just his lower neck today, and he seems to do the best when we do it in the chair. So beautiful, good. On this side. Okay. Good, nice. Okay. Okay, go ahead and walk, please. Okay, relax. Relax. There you go. If you guys rewind to the very first video, you can see again how his posture is, his face, his arms. You can see the big thing you see in his shoulders. His shoulders are up by his ears, above his head at the beginning. And so even his girlfriend noticed it, much more relaxed, much better posture. And you look in his eyes are much more alert. So those are the things I noticed, and those are things you can check out from the first video. Anything else you want to add?
No.
Good experience for you?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I'm really glad you came. He's done everything we asked. He just needs to do more. So we're going to go over a few more things right now off camera, but thank you very much for the video. Hope you guys learned something from that. See you guys next time.